Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Hello, everybody. We wanted to take a break in this episode to tell you about our friends over at W Energy. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like any other energy drink. Some facts about W. Number one, it's zero sugar, artificial colors, or dyes, or hidden ingredients. It is also gluten free. Number two, all flavors are unique and custom made by W. You'll never taste anything like a W drink. Number three, the drinks are $1 or less, guys. That is cheaper than Starbucks or any canned drink. Lastly, it is made in the U.S. It is close to home. Guys, if you guys are looking forward to going to a Kentucky football game or Kentucky basketball game and you need some energy, get W. W is the perfect thing for you working out and you need some energy. You need W. You need W throughout the day. It is for you. Use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off every single order. Guys, it not only just helps you guys be able to have a clean energy drink that you can use all the time with the tubs that they give you. It helps me and it helps the channel keep growing with you guys. If you guys do that, it helps us post more content and helps them, guys. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. But thank you guys so much for your time here. Please go check out Dubby. Check out their website. And when you are about to purchase something, use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. Welcome into episode 57 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this one. We have a very, very special guest with us, Thomas. Go ahead and tell them about what you do because you've been on the show before. But if people didn't tune in last time, go ahead and tell them what you do for Kentucky Football Nation.
Sure. I run the YouTube channel Kentucky Football Nation. We do football and we do basketball 50-50, but it's football is the priority. And we do videos and lives and we do watch parties. So, yeah, a lot of content,
Yeah.
shorts, whatever you're into, I'll try to give you something.
Yeah. I will link all his stuff in the description. Make sure
Thank you.
to go check out all his stuff. Very, very good stuff over there. Check in on his lives as well. Also, go follow us on social media, wherever you get that, wherever you like it. You're missing out on extra content if you don't. And then just help us out here on the YouTube. But let's go ahead and jump into the big news breaking today, and that is Cutter Boley getting the starting job this Saturday over Eastern Michigan and what I have heard is I don't know if it's going to be split reps, but Zach Calzada is going to play as well. Both quarterbacks, what I've heard, are going to play. But what are your thoughts on Cutter getting the starting job for this game?
Well, now the stories came out and said that Calzada is hurt. He may not play at all. So I
Okay.
don't know here. His throwing shoulder. So when he was at Auburn, he hurt his non-throwing shoulder. Now
Yeah.
he hurt his throwing shoulder. So he may not play at all. But if they play 50-50, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, look, Cutter Boley needs to play. Calzada's a 1 year guy. He's not playing great. So bring in, Boley and let him play. This will be a good warm-up game, so we'll get a bye week before we go to South Carolina. So, yeah,
Yeah.
if he's going to be the starter and they want to make a change, don't wait. Just let's do it now.
I agree. I think this 2 weeks, these 2 weeks before the South Carolina game are going to be really, really important. Like this should be the 2 weeks where we figure out who is going to be the starting quarterback for the rest of the year. Obviously, if no injuries happen, and we have to figure out the pass game in general because I feel like everything
Yeah.
else on the offense is a big improvement from last year. It's just can the wide receivers and whoever is playing at quarterback step up and make plays, but speaking on Cutter, do you think like he can raise this offense? Because to me at least, he has better potential than Zach, but
Yeah.
I think Zach gave us a firm foundation, at least what he is.
Yeah, we can't have him holding the ball like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Whenever Kendrick Law, you're looking at him as soon as you snap the ball and you don't throw it, and then you get sacked. So I just wanted to be decisive. Just fire it in there. Let's go.
yeah,
No, I think he can run the offense. Just we'll see if he can run it better than Calzada. I think Calzada was 15 of 30, but man, a lot of drops.
yeah.
Seth McGowan. If Seth
He had the
McGowan
big
drops
one.
one more pass, yeah, and there's just everybody's dropping the ball. Tight
Yeah,
ends, like we said, it's everybody, and it's not the I did a Cutter Boley video tonight where we went over when he came in the game, and it's not the play calling, it's not the offensive coordinator. You'll see it's execution. Either we execute the play correctly and the guys drop the ball, or we don't execute the play correctly.
right. Yep.
So yeah, we need to find some receivers who are going to catch the ball, and if you can't, don't even put them in there. So
Yeah. I,
hopefully we will figure that out.
I would completely agree. Like I talked about this, I believe, 2 videos ago when I was reviewing the Ole Miss game. Like the play calling, I thought was fine. Like obviously, there's some situational things with the communication that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I know that maybe that's some technological issues right there with him not being able to hear. But the thing to me was like Kendrick Law, like just specifically looking at Kendrick Law, he set him up in great positions to get the ball, him out in space. Like we were, me and Kaz, who were doing the broadcast for the game, we were talking about it. They would motion Kendrick to the other side of the field. He
Oh,
would either,
smart.
yeah, he would either go into block, or it would be basically a fake to him. But they set that up so where they could actually give it to him, and he had open space to go get something. And then the other one was he had one like where he would motion into block on basically on the offensive line, but then it was a fourth down and they thought he was doing that, but then ran a little out and got the first down. So the play calling is there. The play calling to me is there. I think you would agree.
Oh yeah, you Van
Yeah.
Hiles, who's very smart. Obviously, I don't know if we talked about this last time. You got to help your quarterback and offensive coordinator out by catching the ball. If you don't catch the ball, you can call any play you want. The play where Law was wide open and you're looking right at him and you don't pull the trigger on that. That was a fourth down and
Yep.
we were 7 points down. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's not the offensive coordinator's fault. That wasn't even the receiver's fault. He just held the ball and he got sacked. And hopefully he will, I think with reps and more game experience, he will stop doing that. So,
Yeah. I loved what I saw from Cutter in it. I think his first start was his first reps where it was the Murray State game, and then he
yeah,
got to play in the second half of the Texas game where he really shined last
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. He
He,
threw a touchdown, yeah,
yeah,
to our tight end, Caddis, yes.
yeah,
But once again, yeah, that was a bad, our defense couldn't stop them. So,
no, no,
uh,
no. We actually played them better than I thought we were going to going into that game just because how
oh,
bad
we
we
were
were at
in
that
it.
time.
I think it was
Yeah,
14-7 or 21-14, or we were in a lot of these
yeah,
games we were in. Even last year we were in the game.
yeah,
They just ran. We have got to stop the run. Now, one thing, Brad White had a press conference this afternoon and he pointed out Old Miss ran in the first half 10 hitch routes, which are just
yeah.
4 to 6 yard routes,
Annoying.
45-degree pivot,
Yeah,
and they got 100 yards off of 7 of those routes, of
yeah,
those 5 yard routes. So it was yards after the catch, and they kept doing it and kept doing it. So I don't know if they took advantage of DJ Waller being out or what. And
yeah.
his backup, whose name escapes me now, Nichols couldn't tackle as well. I don't know, but they kept doing it, and that's what we need to do. And that's what we look with Law, and that's what we're starting to do. Just give him a 3 or 4 yard pass and let him go.
Yep.
So yeah, at least I think we're figuring out how to use the slot receiver.
Yeah.
But we need to get 2 receivers, and I just don't know right now. I don't understand why Jamori Macklin either can't get open. I don't understand why Harley Gilmore can't get open. So
Right. Yeah.
the running backs. Now Stoops said Monday we're going to throw to the running backs more, which I was like, okay, that's what the offense is designed to do. But man, come on, McGowan, dude, he's dropped 4 out of 6 and all of them have hit him. One of them was a little high in that game in the fourth quarter, but he still got both his hands on it. So, man, we just got to catch the ball, and if we don't, it's going to be a long year.
Yeah. For sure. Mark Stoops also made a comment that sometimes like Zach, like just held on to it too long, and he just wouldn't just let it go. I feel like Cutter, on the other hand, he's got a little bit more like I don't want to say more confidence to him, but first play of the game that he was in, it was a play action play where he threw it to Willie Rodriguez, and it was like a PI.
Overthrown. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, overthrown. Yeah, he overthrew him in the end zone. He had him,
yeah,
but okay, that happens.
yeah,
But the one where you don't throw the ball to the guy who is 10 yards, nobody's
yep,
around him. That
yep,
was the one that really hurt us. But hopefully he'll do better. This team we play is awful, so their defense is awful. So
yep,
we should get some good practice time in and get some people in there. I'd like to see Quisenberry at receiver, a
yep.
freshman, if he
He
can
had a really,
play.
really good fall.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do? Drop the ball? Put him in there. Yeah.
Right.
So
Um, I wanted to ask you, do you think with his potential, talking about Cutter here, do you think he can raise the play of this offense? Obviously, if the wide receivers and tight ends are able to actually catch the ball, but do you think with his talent, do you think he can raise this offense for us to have a better passing game moving forward?
Well, I hope that he raises the execution of the offense
Yeah,
because we just look, we can run the ball on anybody. I went back and watched, like a third time I was watching our offensive line run the ball. Man, we can run the ball as long as you run the ball and you hold people like Ole Miss 72 snaps. I don't think anybody will hold them to 72 snaps the rest of the year.
no,
I think we said on the last week, I said, man, if we could hold them under 80, we held them to 72. If we can play our pace, play our game in the fourth quarter, we were in that game. That's all we need to do in these games. Just win them at the end, but we have to execute at the end. We
yeah,
can't, there's not a lot of room with that kind of offense. You can't fall behind and you can't drop balls and and fall behind because it's not going to work. But no, I'm very pleased with the running game, and the big blue wall is very impressive. If you
yes,
look
they
at
are.
it, we blew them off the line of scrimmage. They couldn't stop us. I think we got 168 on them, and they were trying to stop us.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
we should be able to run on just about anybody. That's going to keep you in the game. And people are not looking at. I know we got to do the passing game, and that's fine. I'd rather it be the way it is now, than the other way around. If we
yeah,
couldn't run the ball, we'd really be in trouble because
yeah,
running the ball will keep you in the game and dictate the pace of the game. So the one thing we need to fix is just, hey, we're fixing law. So now let's get two more receivers and tell the tight ends like Rodriguez, hey man, look, you got to hold on to the ball. So I think Cutter can hopefully execute the offense better, and Bush Hamden is trying to uh, dumb it down. I will use that
yeah,
phrase, dumb it down as much as he can. Simplify. That's a better phrase.
yeah.
He's trying to simplify. I think Cutter, yeah, I think he'll do better execution wise than Calzada did.
Do you think a reason for that, and I think this could be a definitely a plus here, is because Cutter's been in the system for a couple of years now, and he's maybe getting what Bush is trying to execute out there. Do you think that is a plus for Cutter going into this game?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure. Like I said, it surprised me when he didn't pull the trigger on that. Yes, I think it's a plus. He's a little immature, but of course, he hadn't played that much. Like we said, we threw him in at Texas last year and stuff like that. So I just hope he gets comfortable, is
Yeah,
the word I'm looking for. If we can get him comfortable, give him some plays we know he can hit that route. Okay, we know he can throw that fast. Just get him run the ball, get him some confidence. And once
yeah.
you get him comfortable, the two C's, comfortable and confident, then we should be fine.
Yeah. He has the tangibles to be very, very good. Uh I think he actually has pretty decent legs. He's 6'5", like he's built. Well, I don't want to like he
Can see the
obviously
field.
yeah, yeah, he can. I know that he gained like 20 pounds over the offseason, so his body is definitely better this year than last year. He's got the arm, he's got the legs, but it's just the execution and getting him the reps that he needs out there. Now, I want you have a stat that it's like 200 rush, 200 pass, and
That's
that's
Yep.
like our path to success on the offense. Can you go ahead and explain that and
Sure.
just tell us why?
Absolutely. That's the Boise State offense. So that's where Bush Hamden came from. People think he can't coach. There's a guy on the Raiders right now, Ashton Genty,
Yep.
was one of his running backs that he helped put in the NFL. Now he had him for 1 year. He didn't have him year before last. But yeah, so the goal of the Boise State offense is 200 yards rushing, 200 yards passing, and even offense that does what we do, dictates tempo, and just is so what's the term I'm looking for? Balanced. It's
Yeah.
a balanced offense, and it keeps the defense on their heels. And like I said, it's tight end and running back friendly. The running back is the star of that offense. So Seth McGowan and Dowdell Patterson, that's your star, not necessarily the quarterback. Now the quarterback has to throw the ball, not like we're doing, but we are making our running backs the stars. If you look at that, we
Yeah.
busted a 79-yarder. We will bust it on the team this week if we when we talk about them later. I'll explain why. But yeah, the running backs are the stars of the offense, but it still has to be balanced, and the quarterback still has to run the offense correctly and make some plays and throw some touchdowns every once in a while. So
Yeah. I would completely agree right there. So some a number that I kind of just threw out there is we scored, I think we're averaging like 23 and a half points right now. We scored 24 on Toledo and 23 on Ole Miss. I think a number that Kentucky, if they get to this number, I think that they will win a lot of football games simply because of how good our defense is. Our defense is going to keep us in almost every game. Like that's how good and elite our defense is. But to me, the number to get to is the 28. I think if we can get to that 28 to around 28 to 30, I feel really,
yeah,
really confident that our defense can slow a team down enough to not let the like Ole Miss is going to be one of the best offenses we play this year. I
oh
think
yeah,
they're the best offense that we're going to play maybe until Texas or Tennessee, and that's later in the year. So
right.
I think if we can get to, I know it's going to be tough, but I think 28 to 30 is the magic number for
Oh yeah.
us to win some football games. Would you agree?
Yes, yes, and also on the yards, like Ole Miss, we put 356 yards
Yeah.
on them, which is pretty, yeah. So we almost hit. We had 168 rushing and 170 passing, or something like. It was close. We were getting closer to the 400. I think if we get to the 28 points, the 30 points, and the 400 yards, now that's the offense. People, I just don't understand why people say they don't understand what they're trying. If you don't understand what we're trying to do on offense, then go and look at. I mean, if you don't understand the Boise State offense, then you're not going to know what we're doing. But since I looked at the playbook and just happened to look at it and go, okay, I get this now. It makes sense. A balanced offense. That's what we're trying to run. But
Yep.
yeah, definitely 400 yards and 30 points would be 31 points will win us some games and maybe
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah.
I
So stopping the run. If we stop the run, I told you
yeah.
last week they're going to run the ball.
And they
They
did.
and they're not going to run that. They tried to run that up tempo, and he threw two picks, and then they slowed it down, and we held him to 72 snaps. We almost had him. If we would have executed at the end there on that Kendrick Law 4th and 7 pass, hey, maybe we score and tie the game. It's 27-20. Of course, the analytics. I see. I was looking at the number like you were. I want
Yeah.
us to kick the field goals because I knew that Vegas had it at 30 points. Ole Miss at 30 points, but that's not what the stats say you should do. The metrics say you should go for it. But I kept saying, man, let's just kick a few field goals. But
Yeah.
Mark Stoops would be when he didn't use the analytics a couple years ago, they nailed him. Now he did use the analytics, so if you lose, he's going to be, damned if you do, damned if you don't on that one. So
Yeah. I completely agree. Like that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be like just like the Georgia game when last year when we decided to I
oh
thought it was the
man,
right decision to punt the ball right there. I
I
mean,
knew, I knew, figured we can't with 4 minutes. I don't. I said
yeah,
I don't know if we can stop them, and if we use all our timeouts, how much time we gonna have left?
yeah,
A minute and a half. I mean,
yeah,
I was just more of a, hey man, look, if it's Georgia or Texas, you got to go
yeah.
for it.
I agree.
Forget the analytics at that point. We needed that win. Like if we get Georgia this year and down there and in Athens and it's the same thing, dude. You forget don't do that because
Yeah.
they will run out the ball on you. Yeah,
You got nothing to
run out the
lose.
clock on you. Yeah, look, we're trying to win some games here and go to a bowl. I don't know what some of our fans want. That's what I would like about 6 or 7 wins and go to a bowl. But most people are saying 3-9. All the experts are saying we won't win an SEC game. So let's just see if we
Yeah.
win one.
So I want you to tell us a little bit more about this terrible team we're about to play in Eastern Michigan. Oh my gosh, I've seen some of their stats. I watched your live and I seen where some of these terrible teams just
Oh,
absolutely just killed them. Tell us a little bit more about Eastern Michigan and then tell us why this is a good start for this passing offense and possibly Cutter Boley to get rolling for the rest of the year.
well, now they do have one good player. The quarterback's decent. He played at Coastal Carolina, but I think he played at
Yeah,
Michigan State. Okay,
yeah,
whatever. He's a decent quarterback, but he can run. Well, he's going to have to run. They played Texas State, and I've told everyone that they're saying we can't score 35 points on them. That was the line in Vegas. Texas State beat them
Mm.
52 to 27. They ran for 392 yards.
Phew.
If you get into the defensive line is decent, but if you get into the linebackers and the safeties, I don't think they could tackle either one of us. I mean, it's awful. They are awful. And look, yeah, their offensive line is big, but they're not athletic. So look, look, I think Vegas has them scoring 10 to 13 points. I
Yeah,
mean, we could shut them out if we kept our start. We're not going to keep our starters in, but if we
right.
did, they wouldn't score on us. Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah, their defense is so bad, and they're little, and man, our offensive line's going to just blow. I see it. I can tell you right now. I've already bet the over 35. I bet it at 34 and 35. Yeah, if Texas State can get 52 on them, we can get 52 on them. So yeah, I've already. Hopefully, we'll win a little money on that. The line is only 23 or 20. Oh, now I think it's up 24 and a half, whatever. That's kind of a big line, but no, they're not good. They're not good defensively, and their offense, like I said, their quarterback's decent. They got a little bit of a running game, but good luck running on our guys. So
I know some of our fans, no matter what, if we were to beat this team 100-0, their opinions
uh,
wouldn't change.
no.
But for some of the fans that maybe see this game, and what are some things that can, coming out of this game, make them feel confident about Cutter Boley in this offense? Like, what are like, is there a
Well, I want to
certain
see. Yeah, I want to.
is there a certain
You know,
number
I
here?
don't. I don't know if there's a number. I want to see him run the offense like it's
Yeah,
designed to be run. I want to see us execute the plays. I want to see the passing game. I want to see somebody get open. If we can't get open on these guys, look, I will. I'll have to agree with everyone else. If we can't get open and catch balls on these guys, we're in a lot of trouble. But
yeah,
I want to see somebody get open. I want to see us execute in all phases of the offensive game. I'm not worried about our defense. This is a take the night off. You could put all our backups in during, if you wanted to. Don't get anybody hurt. But yeah, offensively, I want to see him relaxed, running the offense correctly. I mean, look, of course, I would hope that we would score more than 35 points. If we struggle
right.
against these guys, I mean, all we got to do is hand the ball off anytime we're in trouble. And like I said, get into their linebackers and safeties in them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, but no, let's just see how comfortable everyone is, not just Boley. I want to see the receivers get comfortable, run the route correctly. If it hits you in two hands, for God's sakes, catch it. I want to see Seth McGowan and Dowdell's. Dowdell's one is 2 for 2 in passes.
yeah,
So, we run the little wheel route and with the running back does the wheel route and we'll go out and he's open all the time. It's just we keep hitting him in his hands and he keeps dropping it. So
yeah,
yeah, I want to see just relax. I don't know if it's nerves or pressing or whatever. I've never seen it to where everybody, Rodriguez doesn't usually drop balls. Caddis doesn't usually drop that many balls, but they're dropping balls. So you got tight ends and running backs and receivers dropping balls. That's bad. So yeah, I want to see the pass game improve and execution of the offense.
yeah. I would completely agree. To me, like we should absolutely kill this team. And I know Stoops has a track record of when he plays smaller schools like this that are inferior competition, he doesn't press and make it a 70-point game like Ole Miss would. But I just want to see a lot of points scored in this game. I want to see the offense, like you said, be executed at a high level, and I want to see Cutter just look comfortable in this offense, and hopefully,
There won't be a pass rush. I mean, he's gonna
yeah,
have these guys are gonna have all the time in the world to run the
yeah,
routes and get open and I mean, come on. Like I said, I don't understand. I usually trust Vegas, but not in this game.
Yeah.
I think we can score 30. If they can score, Texas State can score 52.
I think we can
I
score
think we can.
35 in the first
I think we can
half.
score 35. Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, we can run. I mean, look, we can run and just we don't really even have to. If we just wanted to win the game, we wouldn't even have to throw a pass. You could just keep handing the ball off no matter what. Then yes, I mean, we're not going to do that, but I'm saying, yeah, we need to work our stuff, get to the bye week, figure it out. Let's
Yep.
let's all, let's not give up on the season just yet. And
No.
there's plenty of games left. Football, like the NFL, you don't give up on people. People, lose some games and then make the playoffs. We can lose, we got some wins in there. We just need to play our game, and we need to keep doing what we're doing. Run the ball, dictate tempo, keep it. People use the word mucked up, which I hate that term. It's not mucked up. It's running the football and running the clock and controlling. We as long as we control both lines, the defensive line and offensive line, which we are, as you've seen against Ole Miss. That's all we have. Then we're in the game. We have a
Yep.
chance to win.
Yep.
Texas, I don't care. Georgia, Georgia's struggling. Okay, they struggled against Austin Peay.
Yep.
So I mean, look, I'm not afraid of Texas. Arch Manning, they ran the score up on some little team, but yeah, they're not all that. I mean, Tennessee's got a good defense. Auburn's got a good defense, but all the other teams, look, we're going to be in these games. It ain't. Oh, just hold on a second. Before we start giving up on this season, and let's just see what we can do here.
Yep. I would completely agree. Again, this is the perfect opportunity to get these guys um, in a good situation, especially with the pat. That's the problem right now. Like that is the overall problem. This is the perfect game to get us going in the right direction. Get some guys comfortable. Get Cutter Boley hopefully going if he's going to be the starter for the rest of the year. Um, and then you have a bye week to full on prepare for a good South Carolina team. But let me tell you this. I think I'm not going to predict this, but if like this is the game that Mark Stoops would win on the road at South Carolina, a really, really good team. I just don't like what the offensive line of South Carolina is right now. Like their offensive line is pretty bad right now. And they can't run the ball. I know, I know Lenore Stellers is an absolute amazing athlete and he can throw
Yeah,
and
he
he can
is.
run the ball, but it's going to be really, really tough on him when we're applying that much pressure. But we're going to learn a lot about, honestly, South Carolina and about Vandy this upcoming week when they play each other. And if that game, if
All
like
right.
Vandy ends up winning that game, Kentucky can most definitely go down there and beat the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason they beat Virginia Tech is they ran a kickback.
Yep.
That's how they beat. And Virginia Tech's not that great. I forgot who they lost to the first week, but yeah, they're 0-2. But yeah, I mean, if South Carolina's down, we need to keep them down. So if Vanderbilt beats them, I don't know. Maybe I want Vanderbilt to win that guy. I don't know
Yeah.
if I want them coming off a loss. That's one of those things. Would you rather the team lose before they play you or win before? Because if they
Right.
lose, they're gonna be extra motivated. So
Right.
I gotta be honest. I don't care if South Carolina wins as long as it's a sloppy and they don't. Like I
Yep.
said, uh,
Do you
at
think that
the
is
end,
a
it
winnable
doesn't
game?
matter. For us, yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can beat Vanderbilt. It's a winnable game. We only lost 20-13. It's because Pavia ran for a couple first downs at the end of the game, and we couldn't get the ball back. That guy knows when to run and where to run. And by the time but that'll be at the end of the year before we get to him. Maybe he'll
Yeah.
be a little banged up because I'm sure Alabama and some other teams, Tennessee's got some stuff for him since he's running his mouth. So maybe he'll be, slowed down a little bit. But no, South Carolina is a winnable game. Like I said, we're going to get somebody. I keep saying it. We're going to get somebody we're not supposed to get. We're going to
Yep.
get,
Like we
I
always
don't know
do.
who. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get somebody that's going to sleep on us, and then they're going to get in the fourth quarter, and we will execute, and we will run the ball, and we will do what we're supposed to do. So my prediction is, like I said, 6 games, and so maybe but we're going to get one of those games will be somebody we're not. Well, right now, there's another channel that reviewed that I'm not even going to mention that reviewed all the lines and other, all these all the point spreads for the rest of the year. And other than Tennessee Tech, we're an underdog in every game. Well, yeah, it's we're not. You can't really give a
Things
line
are
for
going
a
to
game in
change week in
November.
and week out.
Yeah, yeah. You're giving a line for a game in November, a Louisville game. We ain't even that's the last game. It's November 30th. What day
Right.
is it? I mean,
Right.
yeah, that could change Yeah, so I don't know why people do that, but they do, and they get plenty of views doing that. So, but no, look, it's week to week. It's game to game. Football is game to game.
Yeah.
So let's just win this one, get in the bye week, work on some stuff, work we need to work on, and we go to South Carolina. Just do what we do. Look, we got to do what we do. I say we're the Pittsburgh Steelers of the college football. We're going to run the ball. We don't care. We're going to run the ball. So that's what we got to do. That's the first and foremost. Yes, the passing game is important, but the running back's got to be the star, and the running game has to come, and the defense has to show up every night. If we do
Yeah.
that and it shows up every night, we're gonna win 6 games. So, or maybe 7. You never know.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to share my screen here with this. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. With this graphic, maybe I can't. Oh, here we go. Think I can. Or maybe I not. But anyways, I will try to get this up. But anyways, I do have a graphic that I personally made where after this was going into week 3, I gave our percentage chance for the rest of Kentucky's game this year, and this is based off what I gave us.
Well, you're brave.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. A 95% chance against Eastern Michigan, and then I had because I'm kind of down right now on South Carolina, I have them at 40%, which
That's probably a 50-50 game.
yeah, okay.
That's probably a 50-50 game. Now, I don't know how much farther out I could go other than that, but Georgia the next game?
Georgia, I have them just because they haven't lost at Georgia since 2017. I have that at a like a 25-30% game right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I have Texas at like a 30% right now. Would you move that up?
Let me see him play somebody
Yeah.
because they played a scrub team. I don't know who they play this week. They got to play a league game eventually. Surely they play a league game. I don't know their schedule. Let me see who they play. Let's see what Arch Manning does. Supposedly he's hurt. Supposedly I hear all kinds of stuff. Their fans are. Once your fans go revolt on you, as we know, it carries down to the rest of your football team. Yeah, I'd like to see them play another game or two before I say. But yeah, I think we got a chance in that game.
Okay. The next one would be Tennessee. I gave us a 45% chance to win that one.
I don't know. I'd like to see, like I said, I want to see them again. Man, we never beat them. That's
I know.
pretty
Yeah.
brave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Josh Heupel has our number. Tennessee has it, but Josh Heupel really has our number. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's see. I like to see another game. I would go along with that. That's probably about right.
Yeah. I don't
Uh,
know. Can you see this now?
yeah. See. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I do.
Okay.
Auburn 40. You know what? I might give us more. Look, Auburn, here's the deal with Auburn. They have a good defense, but Jackson Arnold runs for more than he passes for. If we
Yeah.
can stop him from running, because they have a lot of design run plays, and
Yeah.
if they could lose a game, that's another fan base that's wobbly. Florida, so you got 65. Yeah, they're wobbly. Uh, Vandy. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Louisville. Yeah, right now right now it's 50-50 with Louisville, but let's see them
Yeah.
play. They didn't play well at
They
all.
played terrible
So
against James Madison.
yeah, I mean, let's see. And they don't play anybody. Clemson. I mean, they're not really going to play anybody. So yeah, I mean, let's see. Yeah, their quarterback. I don't think he played well.
Yeah.
So they have a transfer quarterback. All these teams, I want to see them play a little bit more. Like Georgia plays Tennessee. Well, you know what? Let's see what happens when they play a good defense in Tennessee. Let's see what now that their quarterback escapes my name. The Georgia quarterback's playing on the road for the first time,
Yeah.
and
Oh man, that should be a good game between them and Tennessee.
yeah. Let's see.
Be a
Yeah,
fun one.
Tennessee's maybe playing a little bit is playing better than they are, but they never beat them. It's kind of like
Yeah.
us. We never beat Tennessee. Well, they
Yeah.
never beat Georgia and Florida. Gunnar Stockton. Okay, Gunnar Stockton for Georgia. I want to see him on the road. I want to see how because he didn't do well, against Austin P. I mean, so yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we'll catch somebody on a bad night. Like I
Yeah.
said, defense and running the ball. I know people are down on us, but anytime you can defend and you can run the ball, you're in the game and you have a chance to win. So I
Right.
like that about our team. Not a lot of people have that, but
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah. To kind of wrap things up here, obviously Cutter getting the start. Are you excited for that? Because it's different, obviously. I think he brings a lot of potential. Just are you excited for his debut?
Um, I don't know if I'm excited. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm happy for him. I want to see how the offense works if it's different with him.
yeah,
Do they keep dropping the ball like they did it to him in the fourth? Are they going to keep doing the same things, dropping the ball and running a bad route and getting body? Our guys one on one, Harley Gilmore cannot get open one on one. As soon as the defensive back puts a body on him, he's just so small. I want to see our guys fight for the ball, and they're
yeah.
not doing that. And I want to see if Cutter Boley throws a different ball or has a different vibe, or let's see just luck. I don't know anything. I want to see the whole offense. I am excited for him, but I want to see how this thing is gonna get fixed.
Yeah.
Because right now we're off kilter. How do we get it back to where we need it? To where everything's working and we can win some of these games. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah,
Let's have the offense has played substandard in other than running the ball in both games. I want to see us put together 4 quarters against any Eastern Michigan or anybody. Just put 4 quarters together where we run our offense the way it's supposed to be ran, and I'll be ecstatic.
I completely agree. I think the biggest thing is just how does this offense look? Obviously, the competition I think is going to be a big factor in that, but just can we just look clean out there, run what Bush is wanting to run? Like I guess as you said, the Boise State offense, getting it to our tight ends, getting it to our running backs, and letting them be the main focus of the offense, and then here and there take our shots downfield. Obviously, I want to see how Cutter translates to the field with maybe him understanding Bush's system a little bit better. But I think
Well, I
if
got a
he,
comment on that before we leave.
yeah,
But no, go ahead and finish your thought.
okay.
I have a smart ass comment, but I'm going to say something here. Uh, no, if you're done,
No, go right
I'll say.
ahead.
Okay, so we got all these professional media people that say they don't understand what kind of offense we're trying to run. Hey guys, go on PlayStation. Boise State's playbook is on effing PlayStation. Okay, can you go and look at it there? Because I looked at it online and I opened it up in a PDF. But I actually went and saw somebody playing PlayStation, whatever year we're in, 2-4 or whatever, and it had Boise State. Well, if you go pick out Boise State on PlayStation, it has their playbook on there, and you can actually figure out, oh, it's a single back set. Oh, we're trying to get the running back. But if you don't take any time at all to try and understand what the offense coordinator and you just go, I don't know what he's trying to do. Well, can you figure it out? Can you turn on? Can you get PlayStation on? And I'll play you in PlayStation. I will play anybody on KSR. I'll be Boise State. You can pick any team you want, and I'll show you our offense on PlayStation. That's my challenge. I'll have to get a PlayStation, but no, it's
I love
just
the rant.
it's too easy to figure this out. Okay, it's
Yeah,
not rocket scientist. If I can get a 9-year-old to figure out Boise State's offense, I know you can look at it and figure. Anybody can look at it and figure it out. They just are done. And I hate to, like I said, I'm not happy with the media. If you're done with Mark Stoops, just say you're done with him, and then shut up and let the people who want to enjoy the season. And you
yeah.
guys go sit down and wait for basketball because I'm getting tired of hearing it. So
Thank,
that's my rant.
thank you so much, Tom.
Oh, no
That
problem.
was hilarious. Thank you so much for tuning into this one. Thank you so much
PlayStation.
for joining us.
Now I'm gonna
Uh,
go on PlayStation and look at Eastern Michigan's playbook. No, I don't know.